Hi everyone, welcome to another class. I hope you're feeling good today. As always, listen to the body. Remember, it's your practice, it's not mine. I'm just the guide. So if I'm doing something that doesn't suit you, then please come to an adaptation or simply rest in child's pose. So we're going to get going this morning. It's a little bit chilly here in the sunroom, so let's start to warm up. We are going to stay on our backs to start, so do lie down. Do just take a moment in Shavasana. So we want to start to bring our awareness into our body. Maybe you've had a busy morning, a busy afternoon, or generally a busy day if you're practicing in the evening. And we just want to start to let go now. Let go of constantly doing something and just start to be in this moment. Let's place one hand on the abdomen and one hand on the heart. Starting to breathe now fully into your body. As you exhale, just feeling the spine closer to your mat. Sending that breath into every organ, every cell, every muscle, every joint. Just taking a moment to check in and then just let go. So our bodies are much more able to move and stretch if we just start to take a few moments to relax first. There's no rush with our practice. We're always listening, always guiding our breath into those pockets of tension, enabling our practice to center ourselves, ground ourselves, release anything the body's storing, any mental activity. And just see your practice as a reflection of who you are. Let's bring the legs together and just take a full body stretch. So push the arms away, push the heels away, reach with the fingers, and then point the toes. You feel a lovely stretch in the front of the legs. Let's hug in that right knee, draw it into the chest, and we're going to bring up the head as well and just hold for a moment. Release the head down. Send that heel to the ceiling, support the back of the leg, or you can grab the toe, and we're bringing up the head and holding. Release the head, hug that right knee back in towards you, and let it go, sending it long on your mat. We're going to draw in the left knee, squeeze it into the chest, and bring up the head. If you have any neck problems, just keep the head on the mat. Release the head back down, send that heel up to the ceiling, take hold of the toe or the back of the leg, bring up the head and hold. Release the head, hug that left knee back into you, squeeze it in and let it go. Let's draw in both knees to the chest now, squeezing both knees in. Taking a little rock now, side to side. Rolling to the right, rolling to the left. And then just let the knees fall all the way over to that right side. Send that left arm long, turning towards your left hand. Rolling back to center, we're going to let the knees fall over to the left. Send that right arm long, turning the gaze towards that right hand. Coming back to center, squeeze those knees back in, bring up the head and hold. Release the head down, just send yourself over to your right side, gently coming all the way up onto the knees and onto the hands when you're ready. Hands are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. We're going to keep the gaze down to start. Let's send our right leg long, so push the toes into your mat. Get a lovely stretch in the back of the legs. We're easing ourselves into our practice today. Release that right side. We're changing sides, pushing into the toes of the left foot, giving our toes a stretch too, and the heel, and the back of the leg. Coming back to our table. We're going to send that right leg long, extend into that left arm. Now either stay here or you kick back and you take hold of that foot, feeling more of a stretch into the right thigh, holding here. Release that side, drop that left hand, drop that right knee. Let's change sides, send that left leg long, extend with the right arm, take hold of that foot. And if you feel quite comfortable, you can start to look forwards now, towards the top of your mat. And release. Back into table. We're tucking the toes this time, lifting off the knees and engaging into the core. The gaze is down. Start to send yourself back into downward dog, keeping a bend into the legs to start. Strengthening into the arms, the fingers are wide, the chest is towards the thighs with the legs bent. And then drop the heels, come into a full downward dog, pushing back. Let's roll into the hips a little, side to side. Holding the pose once again, this time pedaling into the legs, roll onto the toes and really wriggle the toes around. Let go of anything we're holding there. Sometimes we can press the feet a lot, particularly if we wear tight shoes. I want to release anything there, bringing that heel back down. Sending the hips back, sending the arms long. Give the head a shake side to side. And forward and back. Shaking the head yes and no. Releasing the neck. And hold. Start to walk the hands towards the feet. Maybe taking hold of the feet, maybe taking hold of the back of the legs, and just start to draw yourself further into that forward bend. Roll the spine up as if you're pushing the spine to the ceiling, coming slowly all the way up, making the head the last thing to come up. Arms alongside you. Let's breathe in and reach up. Exhale all the way down. Start to walk your hands down your mat once again into downward dog. Push back. We're going to step that right knee into a pigeon pose, knee to the top of the mat, and send that left leg back. If you feel quite balanced here, send the arms back as well. Squeeze the palms together. Holding here, the gaze is forward. Release the arms, start to walk to the top of your mat. We're going to relax the head all the way down, or grab a block or a blanket here to rest on. Checking in with that right knee, make sure it feels okay for you. The hips are in line, that left leg is long. Relax the arms, relax the shoulders, relax the fingers. Raise up the head and start to walk over towards that right side, taking that right hand as far as you can and then stacking that left hand on top. Relaxing the head down towards that right knee. Sending that left side long. Breathing into that left hip, the left waist, the left shoulder, the left arm. Walking back to center, walking back up towards that right knee. We're coming to downward dog, pushing back, holding here. Breathing fully into the body through the nose, back out the same way. Bringing that left knee forward this time towards the hand. Send that big toe to the side of your mat and walk your right leg long. Remember, if you feel quite balanced, you can lift off your hands. If not, just keep them down on the mat. We're sending the arms back if it feels okay to do so. Linking the fingers, squeezing the palms. Release the hands, walk to the top of your mat. Drop the head down. Releasing the top of the body. You're not holding the shoulders, you're not holding the arms. That left heel is just sitting towards that right hip. That breath is long. Taking this time to tune back in with your body. In day-to-day life, we spend many hours continuously on the go, continuously pushing our body, maybe thinking of many things at once. And this is our reset. We're pressing that reset button when we come to our mat. Let's take that walk with that left hand as far as you can, and then stack your right hand on top. Relax the head down. Breathing along that right hip, the right waist, the right shoulder, the right arm. Come back to center when you're ready. Walking the hands back towards that knee. We're coming to downward dog once again. Maybe take a pedal here, release anything the legs are holding. Keep coming back to the breath. Make sure you're breathing long, you're breathing fully, no shallow breathing. And this time we're taking a walk to the top of the mat, towards our hands, bringing the feet together, folding back into your forward bend. Breathing in, coming up, reaching up, exhaling to the heart. Close the eyes here. And let's think of an affirmation for ourselves today. Starting your affirmation with I am. Choosing a powerful word. I am amazing. I am successful. I am beautiful. You choose one for yourself. Let's breathe in, reach up. Exhale all the way down. Breathe in, expand into the spine. Send that spine to the ceiling. Let's step back with that right leg. And the left into plank pose. Do drop the knees if you need to. Engaging the core, engaging the arms. As we lower the chin, chest, abdomen come down, the elbows are tight to the body. Let's keep the feet together as we roll into our cobra. And send the hips back into our child's pose. The arms along. Downward dog when you're ready. Let's send our right leg long, three-legged dog. Step it forward to the top of your mat. Right leg forward, Let's breathe into warrior one. So you're bringing up the arms, you're reaching for the ceiling, the gaze is forward. Either staying on the toes of that left foot, or you can drop that foot down if you prefer. So again, you decide. Make sure that right knee is not going over the ankle. We're going to drop both hands down here, either side of that right foot. Send that left heel back. Keep that left hand down, and we're just going to use our right hand to push into our right knee. Deepening that stretch, turning towards our right shoulder. Frame that right foot with both hands. Let's step back to plank. Lowering down. Rolling up. Into child's pose. Downward dog when you're ready. We're going to send that left leg along. Step it all the way to the top of the mat. Into our warrior one. We're bending into that left leg. Breathing in, bringing up the arms, holding here. Let's drop the hands inside that left leg. Send that right heel back. We're going to keep that right hand down and use that left hand to push into that left leg. We're twisting towards our left shoulder. Framing that left foot, both hands to your mat, stepping back to plank. We're lowering down with control or dropping the knees. Coming to cobra. Child's pose when you're ready. This time bringing the arms alongside the legs. Let the shoulders open. Coming back to that long breath. Rolling all the way up, coming onto your knees. Link the fingers, take a stretch up. Send the arms wide and then send the hands behind, coming back to linking the fingers together, bringing the palms together. We're going to send the forehead back to the mat and bring the arms up. Release the arms, roll the body back up. Breathe in, reach up. Plant the hands back down onto your mat, send the hips back to downward dog. Stepping the right foot forward, dropping the left knee down, coming to our lunge, breathing in, bringing up the arms, either looking forwards or reaching up that little bit further to a slight back bend. Sending the hands back to your heart center, back to your affirmation. Taking a twist, so sending that left elbow over the right knee. Either staying here or we can push up onto the toes of that left foot. Holding. Frame that right foot, step back to plank. Squeezing the core, engaging the core. Dropping the knees if you need to. Lowering to your mat. Rolling to cobra. Downward dog when you're ready. Long breath, breathing fully. Take that gaze to the top of the mat as you step the left foot forward. Drop that right knee down, breathe into your lunge. Bring the palms back to your heart, back to your affirmation today. Take that twist, bringing that elbow over that left knee. Remember, you have the option of pushing up, holding here. We're framing that foot, we're stepping back into plank. Raising that right leg and holding here. Raising the left leg, holding. Rolling all the way down. And back to cobra. Sitting back to the heels, relax the head. Arms back alongside you in Balasana, child's pose. Coming back to your long breath. Rolling the spine up, planting the hands on your mat, tucking the toes and curling yourself all the way into a ball. Wrapping the arms around the knees. Opening into your shoulders, giving yourself a hug. Planting the hands back to your mat as you roll into a forward bend. Rolling slowly all the way up. Breathing in, reaching up. Exhaling to your heart. Close the eyes. Breathe in, take a link with the fingers, stretch all the way up and take that stretch over to one side. Breathe back to center, reach up out of the waist, and we're going the other way. Coming back to center, exhaling all the way down. We're going to sit down on our mats, so come down when you're ready. If you do find it hard to come forwards into any sort of forward bend when you're seated, do grab a blanket to sit on. It really helps, or a very low block. It just tilts that pelvis, so make any adjustments you need to. It's always handy to have a block to hand if you do practice regularly. They're not too expensive to buy. So, grabbing your block maybe, or you can grab a book or a container of some sort. We're going to breathe in and reach up with the arms. Our legs are wide, our toes are pointing upwards. And we're going to exhale and start to come down. So it might be that your hands are quite close to you. You might be able to step them further away. And your block is going to become your headrest. So bringing your forehead down. If you're not quite there with the head, you can put your elbows on your block and support your chin. So there's always different levels that you can come to. You might not need a block at all. So just find that position, find that edge to your posture. Where does my body want to go today? What feels okay for me? And let's hold, let's explore that space. Let's listen. Where can I feel this asana? What is it doing? What muscles are releasing? Let's take 2 more long breaths here. And then very slowly bring yourself back up. We're going to turn ourselves towards our right leg this time. If you have a strap or a belt, again, you may need it. Let's breathe in, reach up with the arms once again, and we're going to exhale, either grabbing our strap around that right foot or grabbing the toes, and try not to let that leg lift up. So you want to ground the hips down, ground the bottom to the mat. As we use our breath to send the body over towards that right leg. And again, if it feels too strong to twist here, you can just twist a little closer. Maybe just again grabbing your block. Make sure there's no pain in the body. Or Always ease out if it's not feeling okay. And if you want to explore that space further, just use your out breath. As you breathe out, let that body come deeper if it feels good. Let's hold for 2 more breaths. Coming up really slowly, releasing the arms. You should feel quite an opening into that left side. We're going to be turning the other way, so we want to twist our upper body towards our left leg. Let's breathe in, reach up, and exhale forwards. Do use your strap if you need to. Don't strain the body. Taking our time if we're coming deeper, there's no rush. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking one more breath. Coming up really slowly, releasing the arms. So we're going to lie down on our backs when you're ready. Planting the feet on the mat. Just making sure you can touch your heels, tucking in the chin. We're going to breathe in and push up the hips into bridge pose. And if it feels good here, take that link back into the fingers and roll onto your shoulders as well. Keeping the chin tucked in. Release the arms. And as you exhale, just start to very gently lower the spine back down to your mat. We're going to hug the knees in, squeeze them in, take that roll side to side. Send that left leg long, hugging the right knee. Bringing up the head and holding here, and if you want to challenge yourself a bit further, raise up that left leg. Release that left leg down, release the right, take a full body stretch, push the heels away, raise up the arms behind. And as you exhale, hug in that left knee, squeeze it to the chest. Bring up the head, bringing up that right leg and holding. Releasing the legs, bringing the arms back overhead, taking that stretch once again. Pushing the heels away, pointing the toes. Drawing that right knee in, hug it in. And extend that heel back to the ceiling, support the back of the leg. We're going to draw a circle with the toes. Working one way and then the other. Hug the right knee back into you. Send it out to the side, holding that knee with the right arm or the right hand. Opening into the hip. And then we're going to take it the other way, support it with the left hand and roll it all the way over to our left side, turning the head to the right. And the shoulders open. Giving a lovely stretch to the whole of the spine. And just let that breath travel from the top of the head, the base of the spine, releasing any pockets of tension. Roll yourself back to center, send that right leg long. Draw in that left leg, hug it in. Send that heel to the ceiling, support the back of the leg. We're going to draw that circle. Rolling both ways. Squeeze that left knee in. Take it out to the side with that left hand. And change in sides, grab that leg with the right hand, send it all the way over to the right side, sending that left arm long. Rolling back to center and taking rest now in Shavasana. Let the eyes close, let the feet just fall to the side. With the arms away from the body, the palms facing up. Allowing that breath now just to come in and release back out with no control. Like the tide coming into shore and rolling back out. Coming back to your mantra, your affirmation, I am, whatever you chose, repeating it to yourself now. And let that mantra carry through to the rest of your day, the rest of your tomorrow, the rest of your week. A positive statement. Allowing yourself to take this rest for as long as you need it today. Let there be no rush. Just be in this moment. Namaste.